Buon Natale, Marcus.
Buon Natale.
Are you ready
No.
for the holidays? Thanksgiving's over. Now we have Christmas.
Never ready for holidays.
No. Are you a Scrooge?
I'm not.
Don't be a Scrooge.
I'm not trying to be a Scrooge. It just last Christmas. No, the last Christmas that we had, I was left alone. Like not at home, like cooking alone. And then some people
you were with your family.
I was with them, but I was cooking alone. And then out of nowhere, the gall from these people have comments about the food. And
they were criticizing you?
Oh, you kidding me? It was criticized? Yeah, that's what we do. But that's okay.
Nice.
That's okay. This year, let's see what happens. Let's see which dummy is going to get up and start cooking. Because it's probably not going to be this dummy. That I'll tell you. If you know what? It usually is. But whatever.
But I'm sure whatever you made was delicious.
It was fine. There was one thing a little off when I made
baked clams, I remember.
That's the one. Okay. They were just a little more salty than I wanted them.
Okay, it happens.
Listen, it's a mistake.
It happens.
When you cook, it's never going to be perfect on the first shot. Well, it's not like my first time making it, but again, like when I do clams, I don't do like the dry, like with the breadcrumbs with the olive oil. I actually like that kind of like biscuity type of like very bready type of stuffing on it.
Okay.
I enjoy it. I take the clam out, chop it up with the bread and a little bit of clam juice.
You don't leave it whole.
No, I don't leave it whole. I chop it.
Chop them
because when you get these big shell ones, it's like everybody gets enough of the clam. You know what I'm saying? I just like the flavor a little bit better than just having it stuffed.
See, we leave them whole.
I know. Yeah,
we leave them whole. Mm-hmm. But I love baked clams. Oh my God. I don't think we make them nearly as much as we should.
Because they're a pain. They really are.
It is a lot of work.
It is. It's not easy.
I mean, when we always get them from the fishmonger. You remember that? Okay. Like, she's awesome over here by me. Mm-hmm. She cleans them. She takes them out of the shells. And then she even gives you the juice in a container.
Which is great.
On the side.
So the fact that they
she gives you everything clean and easy to go.
I'm stuck trying to open up these freaking things.
Oh my God, did you ever cut yourself? Oh my God. One year, my mom, this was like years ago, she made a mistake but she ordered them or whatever, but she forgot to say open them, clean them, whatever. Yeah. And then we had to do them ourselves. Oh my God, we were cutting that. We were losing fingers by like the minute.
It pissed my dad off so much. He was ready to get a hammer and break one half of it. I'm like, no, I need both shells.
Yeah.
Because the way I do it, I stuff as many shells as I can with the product that I get.
Mincing it right, and you're filling them all.
So you wanted to talk about what you do for Christmas.
So let's start, because Christmas Eve, it's all seafood.
Mainly,
7 fishes, but it's all seafood.
Right.
What seafood must-haves do you need to have, like, on your table?
Are you okay? So now let me ask you: do you want to do a traditional? Or are you talking about just for me specifically?
General, like the things that we like, the things that we enjoy making.
And we can go down the list, and it's an easy list too.
Okay, so it's baked clams was number one.
Baked clams,
definitely.
Lobster.
Okay, see, we don't do lobster.
Why? Why not?
I don't know. Lobster is our birthday dinner.
Really?
Growing up, I swear to God.
All right.
Because I love lobster. My parents love lobster. So when it was our birthdays, we would buy the whole lobsters.
Yeah.
And have like a whole lobster dinner at home. But for the holidays, I don't know.
Can I tell you something?
We never did it, but
I've started to notice that the price of lobster is not as much as it used to be.
Oh, well, that's good.
I go to like ShopRite or Stop and Shop. I'm looking at it. It's like $6 a pound. And I'm like, wow, it used to be a lot more than that.
Lobsters are expensive.
But now I feel like they're more affordable.
A few years back, we started going to like the Asian market.
Yes,
because it was a little bit cheaper.
With the one where the thing is there and the frog is looking at you.
Yes, I think we did have a tank of frogs. But yeah, so we did hit the Asian markets for a little while.
So it would definitely be.
But how do you make the lobster?
So we don't do the boil. We don't do the boil. Traditionally,
like oreganada or broiled or stuffed.
So the way that we do, like apparently you know how to do the stuffed mushrooms, like same way I do. You get the breadcrumbs and then you mix it with olive oil, right? And it gets like a denser type of breadcrumb.
It moistens it.
That's basically what it is. We get the lobster, put it on its back, cut it open from stern down, try to break it open a little bit more, and
so
we
you
just
split it.
We split
and you
stuff
stuff it.
Oven it goes.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And I kind of like that
delicious.
because it the parts that we normally eat, the claw, the tail, the juices stay in when it's being baked.
Well, from the shell too.
Exactly. So it stays inside. So, we like, because we taste the sea, as like you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But normally it's always just like broiled lobster.
Okay.
We don't turn them. We don't do. Put it on the tiga, you throw it right in there, and you just let it bake.
All right, sounds delicious.
Do you make the when you like your like you say you guys celebrated birthday? Do you make them at home or do you go out to eat them?
I've never had lobster out.
You've always had lobster home.
I've never gone to a restaurant and ordered a lobster.
That's fine. How do you guys prepare?
If I had a lobster tail with a piece of steak,
right,
that would be but never to say, oh, I'm going for lobster. It's so messy.
It is.
Oh my God. Like you're like.
But it's rewarding.
Swimming it. No, it's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Oh my God. But it's so good.
So when you make it at home, how do you do it?
We always boil it. We always
do the boil.
Yes.
So you don't split open or
no. We always boil it and then have like butter with garlic on the side to dip.
Sure.
That's how I remember.
Yeah.
Always having it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going down the list, we said clams, lobster. Then we got shrimp.
Okay, shrimp. Shrimp is very more common.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes.
Like a shrimp scampi?
No. We go very simple.
Or
no, just fried shrimp. That's it.
Breaded.
Okay.
And
we fry it up. That's it. We try to keep the basics in. We don't make it complicated. We don't I'm not there to impress anybody because I don't care about impressing them. For me,
no, not at all.
For me, it's like whatever I can just regular fry on a regular.
You hit your components and just make it a good way that everybody enjoys it.
Is fine.
Yeah, but I like breaded shrimp.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
So that's what I'm saying. And it's easy. You just you do chicken cutlets. The same thing.
But honestly, like breaded shrimp is very easy.
Yes.
Scampi is very easy. Yes. You just slay it, put everything on top. Yes. So I like those two ways.
Yeah, we're more of like the fry. We go down the fried route. If we could fry it, we will.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
I think today we do more scampi than fried shrimp. Ironically, years ago we were always frying it.
Yes,
but now we always fall back to the scampi for some reason. But they're both delicious.
Oh, absolutely,
love them.
So we got the shrimp, and then not a lot of people do this. We used to, and then we kind of fell out, but we still sometimes do it. Whiting.
Okay.
It's a very flaky,
it's a light fillet.
Very flaky, and
That's
they're
actually
expensive.
Like one of my favorite ones. I love a light fish.
Yeah, it's very light. That was one of the fishes that we would eat on a monthly basis growing up.
Common.
Right, because my dad.
love
and it was easy.
a white fish.
Flour.
Love it.
You just put
it's so
flour on it.
Even healthy feeling, like eating it, right?
Dude, I'm telling you,
a little oil, a little garlic, or lemon.
You know what we used to do?
What?
So because it was so light and like flaky, I would have to clean like 2 or 3 of them, put it on the plate, and then I don't know why my dad did it, and then from there, that's how I was eating it. Still very hot. I would actually put a dollop of mayo with the fish. I don't know what it was. It tasted.
Never had it that way.
It was, for some reason, that's the only way I would eat the whiting.
Oh, okay.
Because he would sometimes put lemon, but when we made it at home, just cooking it like this, he would get the mayo and he would mix it up with the fish, and it came out great. But get some bread and you eat it like that. So that's
different.
Yeah, and we're not like scallop people. We're not like... I'm
not a big scallop person.
It's
and
true.
Honestly, if I really saw it, I don't know if I would go buy it.
Right.
Once in a blue rare moon, okay, let's make it.
Right.
Then I'll get it. But once in a rare blue moon.
But then do you regret getting it? Like you're like, this didn't come out that great.
It's not bad. It's delicious.
Okay, so
you don't want to overcook it because then it kind of changes.
It's rubber.
But it's delicious. And it's not a common fish that I would buy.
I'll eat it. But it's like I gotta know where they
Yeah.
make it well, because it's easy to screw up.
No, yeah,
It's
you could
super
overcook
easy
it
to screw up.
quickly.
Oh yeah, it's not even funny.
But it is good too, those
Definitely.
scallops.
Then we got mussels.
Mussels in marinara sauce.
Honestly, even if I steam them and I just throw some stuff together, like a little bit of white wine in there,
Okay.
garlic,
Lemon,
parsley, maybe a
parsley.
little lemon.
Yeah.
Just to
we
keep
make it that way
like
too.
a broth. Because listen, once those mussels open up, there's your flavor.
Oh, of course.
There's your flavor.
Of
So
course,
we're
with the
cool.
shells.
Yeah, we're cool with
my
just
God,
picking
it
them out
cooks
and eating
down.
them. After
That's
that,
really good.
what else was
You're
there?
forgetting one of my favorites.
Bacala?
Bacala.
Okay.
I love the salted cod. It's so good.
That was another thing that used to be a staple, and then they just stopped.
Well, that's more of a process.
Yeah, you need 3 days of soaking.
Because you got to soak it for 3 to 5 days.
Yes.
Ahead of time.
Yes.
Love it.
For me,
I love it. Then fried.
to be honest with you, even if they shortchange the soak, it's still a little tough. I'm talking and you still have that salt on it, but when you're fried and that salt,
I love it.
For me, I'm cool with that.
It's one of my favorites.
It's been so long since we had it. So long. What else was there?
Seafood salad.
Yeah, but that's octopus and squid together.
That's a mix.
Yes,
that's a mix.
And calamari as well.
Yeah,
but you guys,
chili's in there too.
Yes.
We put.
But when you guys make the seafood salad, how do you guys do it?
Oh, we do this every year. It's pretty much the same components. First, we cook everything individually.
Correct.
It's not like we cook it all together because they all cook at different
temperatures and times. Yeah,
the shrimp, the little octopus, the calamari. Scungili, you don't really have to cook because that's in the can. We just use that.
And what is scungili? Because people cook.
It's another seafood.
I don't really.
But it is canned. That's the one we've always used my whole entire life. Mm-hmm. But it's so good and it's very expensive too, actually.
I'm sure it is. I just never, when people make fun, oh yeah, scungil.
Yeah. I don't know what that scungili would. It's a fish, right? It's a seafood. It is part of that family.
But is it more of not a fish? It's more like squid octopus.
Yeah, I would say
something
maybe
like that.
Listen, I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it's always in our
that's fine.
in our
so then
salad.
So the salad you make is.
And then you put the little carrots, you put the celery, lemon, parsley.
Yeah.
Garlic. It's so good.
Okay.
So good.
All right. So then you got that.
And that is in every year. It has to be made every year.
And then calamari, of course.
Fried calamari, of course.
Well, when I was there last time, when I was up by my parents' house, I did the stuffing of the tubes. That was difficult. It was difficult because the squid pieces, they weren't exactly large, and you only get a ring size about this big.
That is so funny you're saying that.
Yeah.
Because I bought the calamari at the tubes, and I have them in my freezer.
Yeah.
I'm going to make them stuffed. But I'm thinking of red sauce.
Oh,
I'm thinking.
Like to bake it in?
So I'm curious how you made yours.
So kind of like the way I did the baked clams.
Okay, that's stuffing, like a bread stuffing.
I did it like a bread stuffing. Let me tell you, if I could go back, I would have been get that piping thing.
Oh, okay.
And do it, because the other way,
it was harder.
It slides out, doesn't go in all the way. Then closing it up was a pain in the ass.
I know you need toothpicks to close it to keep them in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, they didn't come out too bad. They were fine. Again, with that breading, I made it a little too salty, so that was another thing that kind of got affected.
Okay.
But listen, lesson learned. I know what I'm doing.
That's it, exactly.
But that was the first time we did the stuff.
And there's always also, I'm sorry,
good.
Pasta with seafood. Like you could do.
Can I be honest with you?
What?
When it comes to the holidays, I'm talking about Christmas. I never really spent New Year's at home. When it came to Christmas and a couple other holidays where normally people would have pasta, we don't.
No.
We go for the bigger.
The main course.
Yes,
stuff.
because pasta is a filler. So we don't want to go on that. We want to go on the hearty stuff.
Don't waste room on pasta when you can have the better stuff after.
And we make more of the bigger stuff.
Okay.
So pasta is kind of I'm going to put it like this, a waste to make on those days. Because we have them every other day. Why make them on that day? I understand that there are certain traditions. I know you're ready to bust that.
You're ready to bust this coming out of my head.
No, totally understand it. Because by us, like I said, for us, we were more focused on the
main course.
The main courses. Pasta, once you get full and you're not really in the mood for the other things.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people like to do the 7 fishes.
Yes.
They do a pasta, with all the seafood or whatever.
Like a marinara, like a seafood marinara, frutti di mare.
Right. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Like we'll do manigote.
Yes.
For holidays.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think, and you've been with us for holidays.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a holiday when there was no pasta?
No, there was always.
Like always. That's what I'm saying.
Always.
So
I'm talking in my house.
I know.
Even the manicotti, right? We make them once a year. Maybe my mom tries, does them, but it's not like a huge. Oh my God, I can't wait! It's like, oh, you want to make that? All right, cool. Like it's not a staple.
Right.
We look at like, yo, Christmas is coming. We need lobsters for everybody. Like we. So
you're bigger on the main course.
Oh yeah. The snow crab legs. What?
Okay.
No, when we do it, like
all the seafood.
It's there. Yes. But put it like this. Aside from the seafood, any seafood you could think of, we probably had it once or twice, if not always. But on the side stuffed mushrooms. Because you have to. You have to.
We said cardone.
Gotta doing it. The thing that sits at the table like I can't even. What's that? Like not a poinsettia. What do you call like the table thing? Like the table decoration?
Oh yeah. The centerpiece.
It's the centerpiece of every dinner. But no one touches the damn thing unless I find a flat piece that's been extra burnt. And then I'll eat that.
So it disguises the flavor?
The whole thing.
I actually love cardone. No, I know. Do.
Yeah, but you like the thinner one. You like the one.
I do like the thinner one.
Which is fine. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, it's just a waste in my house.
Being that we touched on cardone.
Yes.
I love it breaded.
Yes. That's how we do it. Yeah, that's how we do it.
There's also another way
that
Sicilians do with the pastella. It's like a batter. It's really basic, and you've seen it. It's flour.
Okay.
Flour, water, salt. You just make like a batter.
Like a batter. Okay.
Kind of like a pancake syrup.
Sure.
Pancake mix.
Yeah.
Like that batter. That type of a consistency. And then you coat it in that, and then you fry it.
Right. Yeah.
So like you could either do the bread and you could do the batter.
At the end of the day, when you get to the center, it's still celery.
I'm doing it. Well, it looks like it, right? Is that part of the celery family?
I'd be surprised if it wasn't. I really think it is because it's the same damn thing. It's not. There's no flavor to it.
Yeah.
You have to boil it first, otherwise you can't eat it. We did also sausage with broccoli rabe.
Okay. So
I
now
did
you're
that
going
on the
to
side.
meats. Oh,
that was the only one.
We forgot the seafood. I don't know if you guys have ever done it.
Let me hear it.
Eel.
Yes, eel is another one. My dad did it twice. The minute that my mom saw it moving in the sink, I ain't fucking eating it, and we never had eel after that.
It's so funny because my family makes it.
Oh, did you?
We haven't in recent years, but as a child growing up, I remember they used to make because back then we were more people.
No, I know.
So there was so much more of an abundance of things on the table.
Do you remember how?
You have to buy it alive.
Yes, you have to.
And then they cut it or whatever.
They have to hit it.
And then, from what I remember, they do it on skewers with a bay leaf.
I don't know
maybe
about
an onion.
I don't know.
I think it's onions and a bay leaf. But I remember like them prepping foods, right? And I remember the eel being in a basin full of water, and I touched it.
Yeah.
It was so slippery.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, like this thing was like crazy.
And I think that when we did do it, either we broiled it or and I think one time we threw it on the barbecue.
All right.
And because you need that, it needs to dry out. Like you said, because the outside is the way it is.
Yeah.
It needs to dry out. It really needs, and you need to have like a good sauce to go with it. Can't just eat eel like that. You're not.
No, I remember they used to do it like on the skewers, but it was good too. So
no, absolutely.
Everything is delicious. But I think that's pretty much all for the seafood.
So, yes, but you told me basically that you guys, during the holiday, whatever, you guys don't do a lot of seafood. What do you guys typically do for Christmas as far as main foods?
The eve or the day?
No. You know what's funny? Me and you both know. The big day is not the day.
Right, it's the eve. Yeah.
So
No,
the
yeah.
Eve, what do you guys do?
I mean, honestly, now it's different because we're a lot less people.
That's fine.
And like Frank he's allergic to seafood, so he doesn't. My kids really don't eat seafood. We do like a roast.
Okay.
So I'll get like a prime rib roast.
Okay.
Like I'll make us like a special meat to say something big or good. And then we'll do like the seafood salad is always there.
Because
if we make a few clams for us, I'll do, at least he has the prime rib and like
mashed potatoes,
stuffed mushrooms,
a
salad. Yeah. I mean, whatever, those things. He's fine.
Sure.
And the kids are good with steak to say, oh, it's meat. Yeah. They're good. Mashed potatoes, they're happy. A little corn. And then for us, we'll do like a few of those extra things. Right. Like the baked clams, the seafood salad. If we make fried calamari. Yeah. And then for us, we'll make a few things of whatever we want.
That sounds that sounds pretty good. I mean,
but we always kind of do a roast. Like on holidays, if we are by ourselves, we'll do like a nice roast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, honestly, I'm good with even like a London broil.
Okay.
With a good gravy, mushroom gravy to go with it. Like, I don't have to. It doesn't have to be specific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for that, I could see that being still a good dinner.
Oh, of course.
And then after dinner, what are we having?
Oh my God, the desserts are galore.
Let's go.
Well, because for Christmas, like that's when you do your baking.
Right. You know, I go to the bakery, but you do your baking.
You go pick them up. We make them.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're baking cookies like all month long.
So what kind of cookies?
We really are. From rainbow cookies to pinoli cookies. We do chocolate crinkle cookies. Sometimes we do pizzelle cookies.
Cucciadate.
Cucciadate, yes. Also, it's kind of like the pinoli cookie, like that dough, because it's just pretty much almond paste, right? With the egg whites and like sugar. We'll, instead of the pinoli nuts, we'll roll it in. We'll do it with those cherries, the candied cherries, the green and the red, or roll it in sliced almond. So it's like kind of like the same cookie, but in different ways.
Do you do the lemon ones too during that time, or is that another time?
No. We make lemon cookies too. The Italian lemon, the gota cookies.
Right.
Those are really good. Pignolate.
Oh, pignolate. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I remember.
I would die.
I remember.
For pignolate.
I still remember.
Like if you have to choose like a last, not meal, but a last dessert.
Yeah.
Pignolate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I could eat them.
But let's be honest. So you tried it the first time you tried it. Remember, try doing it. It was a little, it was a process.
Yes. The previous year I made it and they didn't come out right.
What was
the dough itself, like after it cooked, it like I know what they're supposed, I've eaten so much of it that I know how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It wasn't the way it was supposed to be. But then trial and error. Oh wait, it came out this way. Let me see.
What did you tweak?
I don't know. I just kind of tweaked it. I looked up different recipes to see how to do it, you know.
Sure.
And then I got the hang of it and I got them spot on.
That's good. There you go.
Another time, like I made them and then the honey got too hard.
Yes, I remember that.
You kind of learn because you need to cook the honey with the sugar.
Yes.
So it's like, at what point is enough?
See, some people think you just put this thing in a bowl and you just
right.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah. Well, if everything was that easy, we'd be like in the house eating everything. But yeah. So those cookies.
the big traditional one for the Italians would be the cucciadate.
Cucciadate, yes. Which I actually started the guguzzata.
Okay.
So in the summer, when we had the guguzzi growing, me and my mom, we cooked it down and like made it kind of like a preserve type of a thing, cook it with sugar.
Sure.
So I have it jarred already.
Ready to go.
So when we're ready to make them,
so for the people who don't know, cucciadate, what does it consist of?
Guguzza. It's guguzza, that long Italian squash.
No, cucciadate. No. I'm talking about cucciadate.
Well, there's
the fig.
Okay, there's two kinds.
The fig
filling.
Yes.
The other one is with the guguzza.
Normally, traditionally,
the guguzza is green.
Right.
The fig one is the brown one.
But traditionally, it's usually the fig one.
Both. Sicilians do both.
I've never really had the other one.
It's both.
I've only had the fig with chocolate chips in it. Is it chocolate chips?
Chocolate chips, mini chocolate chips.
And then they would
in the
form
fig
it.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because What?
I mean, it's also candied dried figs that you cook it down to like not a marmalade where it's thin a little, but
like a paste
with the chocolate chips, and then you fill that.
Right.
But they do both.
I never had the other one.
Well, now you will.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
This year you will.
Let me see what else. I mean, besides the cucciadate and the normal stuff, the ricotta cookies, because a lot of that stuff. Like
the ricotta cookies are so good. They're so like pillowy and like so soft and tender.
Is it just me, or did we also do like cream puffs too? A lot of cream puffs during that time.
You can.
I remember I went somewhere and there was like a good amount of cream
can
puffs.
too, of course.
Yeah.
If you want to make like a specialty dessert to bring,
Sure.
definitely.
So that's the basic Christmas spread, we'll call it, right? And we have to start making some hot alcoholic drinks.
We've been talking about some things.
In my freaking head, I still haven't gotten out the hot buttered cider. I want to try this damn thing. I want to try it.
I think we talked about it, and then later on you sent me another message with like, no, but this sounds really good.
I want to try, and it's not even difficult. I got to try it. But remember, around the corner after Christmas is
New Year's.
New Year's. So I'm usually here for New Year's, normally. Explain the typical spread for, let's just say, for New Year's.
For New Year's, I mean, honestly, it's just like we would do pasta forno or manigote again, depending for the pasta. After that, honestly, a meat.
Didn't we do like lenticchie?
Well, that's at midnight. We didn't get to midnight yet.
Okay. So pre-midnight, what's the meal is?
For dinner,
yes.
Like we would do some meat.
Okay.
Like you could either do like
sausage
veal
or
whatever, a roast,
sure.
Something different that you did not do on Christmas Day.
Right.
The opposite. Whatever, and all the sides, whatever you like, whatever.
So basically, like just a big meal for the regular dinner. But then,
so at midnight, when the ball drops, you have your champagne, right? Then, did you ever grow up doing anything at midnight?
No.
Nothing. Champagne and that's it.
Champagne and go to bed. That's all we had. Champagne and go to bed.
Okay, not us. We start cooking again. So, at midnight,
okay,
we always make, again, granted, we're a lot of people.
Yes.
We would make pasta gulaglia.
Right.
They say it's good luck.
But I thought the lenticchie was the one that was good luck.
I think different areas
had different types.
Different things.
Okay, gotcha.
Because one of my aunts, she's from Kansas City.
Okay.
They're big on lentils.
Okay.
At midnight, not the pasta. I never saw the lentils before my aunt told me about it.
Okay.
You know, so I never really saw the lentils before. I always saw the pasta at midnight. Mm-hmm. Then, whatever, one year we would do lentils, one year we would do pasta, whatever. I guess everybody was in the mood for.
Sure.
For that. Now, the past maybe 5 years ago, I learned about something else that you could have at midnight.
What's that?
And I think you might have been here.
I might have.
Cottughino.
I was here for that.
It's like a big sausage.
Yes.
And you cook it in this broth with lentils.
Yeah.
So
there's another word for it. My dad would ask for it because it goes with it. Zambone. No. It starts with a Z. And the butchers would have it, or it's supposed to have it.
Yes, the butcher has the sausage.
This is the thing that I've
always known it as that.
Yeah.
Cottughino.
So he used a different word for it.
Okay.
I think.
Well, like I said, different areas do different things. Different areas may call it different things.
I'm pretty because when he used to say, "Oh, go to like Mario's Meats or wherever, go see if they have zambone if it's ready." I'd go over there and they're looking at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So it might be just like that's the way my dad calls it. But it's a big
sausage. I mean, it looks kind of funny when you like put it on the dish or whatever. But
that's the flavor.
It's a big sausage.
It's the flavor.
And on a bed of lentils.
Yes.
So honestly, you could do the sausage. You could do pasta gulaglia.
Right.
You could just do lentils.
Yeah.
All to bring good things for the coming year.
I mean, listen, the correlation of good things with food.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm forgetting my favorite one.
What?
The octopus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that's actually what I stay up till midnight for.
So
not
you
the
just
ball to drop. For that octopus.
So when you do the octopus, I've seen you guys do it.
Boil it.
But you do something special first.
Yeah, you got to dip it 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, I don't know how this rule came about 3, but I see everybody do it.
Yeah.
So it's not just like a thing.
We're not all crazy here.
It has a meaning. Like my mom says, oh, this way it's not tough. I don't know. Is it really true?
Because I don't know. I can understand that because
everybody does it.
Because why? The meat of the octopus, it's not like regular flesh, if you want to call it that. It's very, the texture's like rubber. It can be like rubber. So putting it something hot, then taking it out again.
Like shocking it.
There you go. You have to shock it before you can really fully put it in.
I mean, you see the tentacles curl up.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But like you do it, like you tie it. To, first you got to clean it good.
Yeah.
And get that eye out.
Yeah.
Right? Then you tie it on rope.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where you kind of hold it and you dunk it 3 times in the boiling water.
Yeah.
And then you let it cook. There's like a whole method.
You don't like hold it by the
head?
By the head and just dip down.
My mom, we've always tied it on like that thick cooking twine. That rope. That's what we use.
Okay.
And then we dunk it. Sometimes we're doing 2, 3 of them. Not even just like one.
Because why? They turn into like little things like this.
They do shrink, but we love it so much.
I know.
But
that's the thing. So when you guys, octopus time, you guys do the dunking, you boil it, you do your thing, you take it out. How are you preparing it?
No, it's just boiled. So you boil your water.
Right.
And then you put it in and you let it cook. It's also depending on the weight.
Sure.
You let it cook and then you shut it off at a certain time and then you let it sit a little longer. But you also got to stick it with the knife where it goes into the head tender. You got to see it as you go.
And then you take it out and then...
And then we just cut it up.
Okay.
And then you just make a mogyo. Lemon and garlic.
Is it?
You're in heaven.
I forget. When you guys make the emoji, you guys put the tomato, tomato in there too?
Tomato,
no, right? No,
lemon. It's always lemon. I mean, I guess if you wanted tomato, you could. We've never done tomato.
Yeah, I think just
lemon goes with seafood.
Of course, yeah.
So we always do the lemon and the garlic. It was funny this past year.
Yeah.
My cousin, they came over, and one of my cousins, he loves it. Just me, we sat together. We were like cleaning up that whole dish, just the 2 of us.
I'm surprised that you haven't cleaned up the tentacles, all the stuff, and just ripped open that barbecue and just
grill them.
Grill them on skewers.
I had it once. Maybe because I grew up on it boiled. I love it that way. It stays tender.
No, it does stay tender. I
feel like when you grill it,
the char on the octopus is so.
And I don't know if I love that char.
Okay.
Like, you know me, I'm a traditionalist, Marcus.
I know you
love
well.
what I know when I know what I love. So, I stick to what I know.
Mucha gente.
No, diluted the stomach over it.
I'm sure he does.
So, I mean, again, that char, I think that's what kind of threw me off. I love the tenderness of it boiled, and I just enjoy it that much more.
So, are you ready for this?
What?
I don't know if you remember, but back in the day and for a while, we used to cook at home, both for New Year's and Christmas. And there was a long streak where my father said, I don't understand something. We're spending $300 on food. Not that it's getting thrown out, but cooking it. Then the cleanup. Then putting it away.
And not for nothing, how tired.
Oh my God.
Are you?
Listen, I give it to him. He did it. He did bulk of the work. Most of those Christmases. He really did. I can't say nothing. He did. And he was tired. Then, family would come by, maybe not. And it was mainly just us. He gets up and he goes, this is bullshit. If I'm going to be spending $200, $300, $400, let's go out.
Not for nothing, doing all that seafood, that's already a lot of money on its own. And you didn't even get to the sides or the meat.
Exactly.
Just the seafood is expensive.
It was, and that's his point. If I'm already spending that kind of money on the food, let somebody cook it for me and worry about the cleanup. And I ate what I wanted, how I wanted it, and I'm still happy. Because the way we were raised is, we don't care how much the bill is. If by the time that bill comes and we're not satisfied, we're upset. But if we know where we're going, the food is excellent.
Good.
Listen, that bill could be $800. My father would smile, sign the bill, go home happy. And it's rare to do that. There was one place that did it for him, and it was a Greek seafood place. Anything you wanted.
Greek is close to Italian
close.
with the Mediterranean flavors
but they
and stuff.
accommodated.
Yeah.
They knew us at this point.
And this was holiday time?
Literally Christmas
the holidays.
Eve. Christmas Eve.
I agree with you on that, and we say it all the time because me and my mom, we're exhausted.
No,
like,
you
and
guys,
I told you,
I don't know how you guys do it.
For Thanksgiving, we're starting the day before. Not even the day before, like that Monday.
Yeah.
Go do your food shopping,
Yeah.
get your vegetables. Okay, we need this, we need that. Wednesday, we start cooking our stuffing. Like, it's a lot of work. And then you got to clean your house because then you got people coming over. And then you got to freaking clean up after all this mess. You're freaking exhausted.
And it makes you
come
wonder.
Friday.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you're literally
get it.
slaving it. It's
I get it.
I can't.
But you know what? And I'm going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Because today it's different
Absolutely.
than what it was 30, 40 years ago.
100%.
Years ago, I mean, I don't know if you were big with getting together with your family back then.
Okay, under 12, yes. I'm 33.
Okay. And you were a lot of people.
A good amount.
Okay. Who did the cooking?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother. Now, did anybody go and help your grandmother?
My mom.
Okay. So family got together
Mm-hmm.
and you cooked your meals together.
Yeah.
You understand? Years ago, we got together by my grandmother's, by my aunt. We would all go like the day before or early in the morning. We had to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, or if not 7, to help cook. Today, who does that?
No one.
Nobody does it anymore.
No.
So why should I slave for everybody? Right or wrong?
So you're proving the point that I had, which is maybe it might be worth it going on. Listen, you're going to be losing the tradition.
You do it for your family for the tradition,
Yes.
so you don't say nothing and you make the best of it.
But listen,
You complain about it the next day.
between me and you and
Love
this
it,
whole
Easton.
ignoring
You're
that
beating it
one,
and didn't help.
you wouldn't
whatever.
You wouldn't love to say, we got a restaurant. I made a reservation for that day. I saw the menu. They had everything we want. Why can't we just do that?
Yeah, but we don't do that.
I'm saying between me, you, the walls, and ignoring this guy.
How long have you known me?
I know.
I've never gone out to eat.
But I feel like if you could, and it was still the way, like picture perfect, like the way it is, I think you would. But you wouldn't do it.
No, we haven't gone out to eat.
No, I know you haven't. I'm saying opportunity rise.
During COVID,
Yeah.
when things were like really different.
Yeah.
And you couldn't really get together. We wanted all these things, but like we're only 4 adults. Right. The kids aren't eating these things. We did order out.
Okay.
The dinner, because you know what? If you're going to buy all these things, how much are you spending?
No, I know.
This way, it was like a prefixed package. You got a pasta dish. You got the meat. You got the seafood. You got the dessert. You got a salad. You got the sides. They give you everything. Right. So honestly, at that time, we did order. Okay. Like, I think it was Easter or something.
Oh, probably.
We did that.
Yeah. But it's not a bad.
Then another year for New Year's Eve, we decided to order half the meal.
Okay.
And then we did all the stupid things like the sides and whatever. Just ordered a few main things to kind of lighten the load a little bit.
Right.
But honestly, we do it all from start to finish.
I think that if you do one holiday, just once, just to see how you like it, picking out the perfect place, just to try it.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
And it makes it easier. But you know what?
It makes life so much easier.
Because I've experienced it. Yeah. I like the old way better.
No, I
think
absolutely.
If people still got together the way they did years ago, and I'm saying, go over there at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. My dad went to go buy bagels, and we'd be eating bread and butter or whatever.
Throughout the day.
While who's peeling potatoes, because you're helping and it's more fun. It's more enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know, of spending the whole day together.
Not everybody has that kind of, I guess, relationship. Not everybody has that kind of closeness. Not everybody even has that amount of people, let's just say.
I mean, if you're not the people, you're not the people no more.
No, absolutely.
Changed. Even in my family, things have changed.
But listen.
I really miss how years ago, you did all of that
Listen,
together.
When we went to that Greek restaurant, okay, we sat, we laughed, we ate. Nobody was worried about anything. Drinks were
you wipe your mouth, you get up and you go. You're done.
And
no dishes to wash.
And guess what? It was almost, I'm going to say almost because nothing's perfect. It was almost as if we did it at home.
Yeah.
And we spent the same amount. At that point, where did we lose? It's still
I know what you're saying.
But that's my main point. We didn't lose anything.
I get it.
We're still together.
Get it. You get,
yes.
You're spending the money regardless.
That's it.
At least have them do it for you.
We're together.
And you're done. When you're done, you get up and you walk
we're together.
away.
We go home, we go to bed, and everyone's happy.
I feel like you lose out on that family time that you could be having with your family.
So in my household, remember, my dad was the main cook there, and I was helping him. So it was me and him. My mom would make her stuffing or whatever.
Can I say, right. So, but you're spending, even though they can be judgmental, you did, listen to me. I'm an only child. I get it.
Yeah.
And you've witnessed.
I have.
Me opinions and what they don't filter nothing.
And then we sit there, V, tell us how you really feel.
But you know what? Those are the things you don't forget.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So you're going to actually remember when your dad made those comments to you about that the things were over-seasoned or whatever the thing was.
Yeah.
So honestly, would you change that for anything?
Sometimes. Because sometimes I really don't want to hear
that today.
Because
but tomorrow?
Because you don't kick a horse when he's down, because I just spent
my mother still kicks me. Oh my God.
Hours cooking, and then you open your mouth?
I know.
Do me a favor. Go inside. But listen, everybody ate. It was fine. Everything was okay.
We ate together. That's all that counts.
Listen, I was happy. Listen, I didn't do any to clean. I told him, I said, I'm going to knife everybody in here. If you think I'm going to get up to pick up a plate to put it in the dishwasher over there, you out of your mind.
Do you use real dishes?
For that day?
Well, I mean, I guess we're only a few people, so we do, honestly.
To be honest with you.
We're a lot. Paper plates.
Yeah.
Throw everything
out. No, but
out.
even then, when it's just us.
And throw away trays.
Who the hell wants to wash dishes?
No, but years ago they did.
I know.
Years ago they did.
I remember.
I asked my mother all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there used to be 30, 40 people. Who the hell wants to wash? And they didn't have dishwashers.
No.
They were freaking standing there by hand washing, and the good dishes, too.
Because you want to make sure they didn't break or chip.
God bless them. Let me tell you. God bless those women that did it all.
I don't know. I can't.
Family time.
The feeling is nice.
It is nice. Did you guys ever play, like, cards?
We did.
For Christmas, the holidays.
Played, my dad wasn't really big playing like Brishkola with us, but we played Shkuba. We played the what's the one with the coin?
Piatto.
There you go.
Okay, Piatto.
Yeah,
Yes. We always played those card games all the time. We would do 4 quarters, Piatto. There's another one, Sette Mezzo.
Yes.
There's a lot of those.
And then sometimes my mom would bust out the old school Monopoly.
Okay, we did Tombola.
Okay.
We always did bingo. And actually, we taught my kids now, too. My mom actually bought a Tombola game that says Tombola.
Oh, really?
And we play that for the holidays.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, listen, we know how to celebrate
You need to keep those traditions going. That's what you want your kids to learn and remember.
Well, listen, you know what? Where they die in one area, it's up to me if I decide to bring it back. But, of course, then you're introducing a whole nother side of the family, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just one anymore. Now it's like, what are their traditions? Because if I end up getting...
You have to embrace whatever traditions your partners...
Listen, if I get somebody with somebody who's Hispanic, or if I get with somebody who's basically American, like they don't even know what they are, they've just been here for 200 some odd years, you don't know what you're walking into. I know what my traditions are supposed to be. See, I know what they're supposed to be. Even if we don't do them, I know them. I've done them. But things change.
Yeah, no, they do.
So
that covers, so we did Thanksgiving, we did Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's. So the last one, did you ever do anything for La Befana?
What the hell is that?
You don't know what's La Befana? Oh my God,
we are modern, traditional.
Now, granted, I never got gifts for La Befana.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I think my parents were like, you got gifts for Christmas. Be thankful you got that.
What is that?
La Befana is a witch. in Italy.
Okay.
She was like a nice witch. She wasn't like bad.
Okay.
And on January 6th,
Yeah.
that's why, like, Three Kings Day.
Sure.
And that's why you can't take your tree down until after January 6th. Well, Befana comes on the 5th, like that night into the 6th, and she brings little presents like candies or little gifts for children. And she leaves them in their like little stockings or their shoes. I'm telling you, we
Where the
missed
hell
out.
did you guys get this?
We missed out on like another thing of gifts or little presents.
I not once in any
Never?
other household
Oh, I
have
think
I
my
heard.
kids have a book on it. I got
You serious?
I swear to God, La Befana, look her up.
This is like
La Befana, January 6th.
this
It's
is,
her
like,
day.
baffling
I
to
even
me.
read one time like the three wise men
Okay.
stopped her and asked her for directions, and she went with them when baby Jesus was born.
How come she's not
like
mentioned?
that's how I don't know. Like that's how she ties in with them with Christmas time.
I gotta do some history.
Look it
background
up.
on this.
I'm
This is
surprised you don't know this.
Ask any other Italian that no one has ever mentioned this.
It's
this is
just
so new to
another
me.
Day, like even if it's little chocolates, let's
fine.
just say,
No,
or like
that's
little
fine.
coins. You put it in the kids' shoes. Well, she would put them in the kids' shoes, and in the morning they'd wake up and they'd find little presents.
Enz, I'm 33. I'm 33.
I'm older than you.
I'm 33. I have never, not once heard of this. And I'm talking about, listen, you know me. I'm friends with all Italians.
So I'm gonna tell you, what does Frank say? You're welcome. Because now I'm enlightening you.
Thanks. You see what you started? I gotta look that up.
No, seriously,
I gotta look it up.
She's like, but like a witch. She's not the prettiest.
I know.
looking
We're
witch.
not talking about like brujeria and stuff like that. But
No, nothing scary. But she's like
that's-
kind of old looking.
Okay.
But she's nice. She's not like bad or anything.
I gotta look this
but
up.
she would leave little treats and stuff for children. And
I just find it baffling. It's just
Yeah.
been around for so long that I've never
so
heard
that
of
kind
that.
of ties up all
Okay.
the holidays.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
yeah.
That was definitely informative.
And I'm very full and I didn't even eat anything.
Anyway, well, that was interesting. Now we went over our little traditions.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So until next time.
Next time.